Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we left off, we got some magical emerald thing which will prove that we are allowed to become a knight. Therefore, Flicker will be able to go enter the tournament and try to become the next king, and therefore marry Princess Flame. Also, hello there, Beer Force! Okay, before we move on, I want to check out a couple of places, see if there's anybody hanging around these places. For example, is the dancing person still here? This place is still a wreck. Can I look at it?
These stones have fallen into quite an interesting pattern. It's still pointless rubble, but interesting all the same.
It is pretty interesting.
I'd better not. I'd put that human down there out of a job.
How do you know he's not already out of a job?
That will lead me out of here.
Then let's go out of here. What about the bird in the mines? Is he still asleep? Surely not. Oh wow, that must have been one boring book.
No, let the little guy sleep.
How about the Lady of the Lake? She's the one that opened the waterfall. Will she reference the fact that the waterfall's been opened?
Beat it. You had your chance. I've moved on to bigger fish.
Well, kinda here. And what about the hunter? Is he still being under arrest? Nope. Finally went. So, let's go ahead and move on to the tournament then. By the way, in regards to the syncing of the tournament sign, let me open the manual again and look at the hint that was about that, because that's one of the hints that I saw, and I don't know if the hint would have been really that helpful. Let me read it again and see if it would have been helpful, because I don't remember it mentioning anything about using the groundhog in order to sync the sign. Entrance to tournament grounds. The sign handler is your stop and drop source for requesting necessities. Don't chew on this puzzle too long. Okay, stop and drop is the hint. I was looking at the chewing part and thought maybe I had to bring him bubblegum or something. Incidentally, I don't know how long it would have taken for me to realize that the soiled ground was an interactive thing. So, glad to have the help from the chat there.
Flicker, come over here. By George, by Dragon, you've done it, haven't you? Hand over the cubic zirconia. Knight as you become as that is allus.
This has been one exciting tournament. Joining me in the booth is my special guest, Jacques Strap. What are your thoughts so far, Jacques?
Well, I'm going down for it.
I couldn't have said it better, chap. Sir Flicker of Camel Hot, newly knighted just this very morning, has emerged as a dark horse favorite.
Well, you move for the moment?
No thanks, Jacques. Just had a cap. Now, young Sir Flicker goes head-to-head against veteran Sir Gasflame in the vicious log-rolling competition.
Is it cheating to use roller skates?
An astute observation, champ. With that victory, young Sir Flicker shall meet Sir Lounge-a-Lot in a contest of cunning, strength, and courage. I am speaking, of course, of the very butch and dragonly sport of thumb wrestling.
Eventually, I'll have to take part in one of these. This one. I gotta take part in this one.
You call that thumb opposable? You never had a chance, boy.
Darn. Oh, that is a grin.
Did you see it?
Are you certain that was a miner eating a hedgehog over there?
Perhaps not.
Oh, I missed that last bit. Continue, brave knights.
Rethink my digital strategy? I'm gonna choose that one just to see what that leads to.
I'd like to take a break, King Allfire. Rethink my digital strategy.
Well, that's within your rights. Just don't be too long about it.
Okay, well, I don't really see much reason to actually leave. Unless there's something during these games that I'll need.
Flicker, it's about time. Well, let the tournament resume then, eh?
Maddie says, for if you have to stop, I suppose. Possibly.
You call that thumb opposable?
Okay, what do I have to do in order to do this? Clearly mesh something.
That thumb opposable? You never had a chance.
Okay,
boy.
I don't know what I'm even pressing, but I was just mashing all the buttons in the hopes that I'd be able to do something.
Oh, how curious that. I must have dozed off. Would you mind doing that last bit again?
One thing I like about these point-and-click adventures is you can't actually lose. You get plenty of opportunities to try again.
I'm ready, sire. This time I'll show him no mercy.
You call that thumb opposable? You never had a chance, boy.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if the instruction book mentions this minigame, because it does mention minigames.
Oh, how curious that. I must have dozed off. Would you mind doing that last bit again?
Okay, thumb wrestling. Get down in digital. I don't even know what you mean by that. Okay. So move thumb directional buttons, drop thumb X, pin or break pin, alternate L1 or R1, or L2 or R2. Okay, left, right, left, right, left, right on the shoulder buttons then. So it's not just mashing, there's a rhythm to it.
I'm ready, sire. This time I'll show him no mercy.
Wouldn't have minded some instructions for it. Glad I have the instruction book.
You call that thumb opposable?
Beer Force says digital, like digits.
Insolent whelp!
Fingers.
Ha!
I still feel like mashing though.
You call that thumb opposable? You never had a chance, boy.
We might be here a while.
Did you see it?
Are you certain that... Oh.
I'm ready.
You call that thumb opposable? Insolent whelp! Insolent whelp! Ha!
I hope you can be weakened.
Insolent whelp!
Like, if we could keep doing this, will it become easier?
Ha!
No, it became harder.
Ha!
You know what? I'm going back to my mashing strategy, focusing on those buttons specifically.
Ha!
This ain't easy, I can tell you that. I'll be glad when this minigame's over.
You call that thumb opposable? Ha! Ha!
Okay. I need to, like... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
You call that thumb opposable?
I'm gonna have to kind of crab hand this, but I'm gonna use my thumbs to press the shoulder
Insolent
buttons.
whelp! Okay, that's it.
Look! Is that against the rules?
Oh, how good is that? I must
Ah.
doze off. Would you mind doing that last bit again?
No.
I'm ready, sire.
This time I got it. Got my... Well, one of my fingers hovering over the X button. And thumbs over the shoulder buttons.
You call that thumb opposable? Ha!
Oh, come on.
You call that thumb opposable? Ha!
Gosh dang.
You call that thumb opposable? Ha!
No, I call shenanigans. I was clearly above you.
You call that thumb opposable? Illegal grip, you all sort, no fair!
I mean, I did have an illegal grip, but you punched me earlier.
Flicker, you won! You won!
Lad, I have to admit that I am surprised at the outcome of this tournament.
It was never in doubt, sire. I have the most cunning thumbs in all of Camelhot.
But I was supposed to be the winner. I'm supposed to marry Flame.
Oh, I was wondering when that would show up.
To be crowned the true king of Camelhot.
Too late, foul brute. The tournament is over.
Your time is past, King Smallfire.
Loyal knights, defeat this monstrosity!
Wow, what an entrance! The Black Dragon almost cleared up the entire arena.
Maddie says, okay, but that is a pretty cool robot dragon. It really is. In this case, they chose to swap out the extra pair of legs for a pair of wings.
Flicker, the other knights can't defeat the Black Dragon. Do something!
Okay, so this is probably like the final boss of the game right here. Not really sure what I need to do, but you know it's going to involve this thing.
The Black Dragon gets his fuel in these canisters.
So can I, like, throw it over?
It would do no good to fill it with that.
Okay, I need to fill it with something. Fill it with what? Don't know. Let's see if we can find some water somewhere that we're allowed to fill it. I suppose
Just more trash to haul. No thanks.
What do you think I'm even clicking? Let's go to the lake. Because offhand, that is my guess. Put water in it. That's where the most water is.
It would do no good to fill it with that.
And barring that, I don't know. Maybe prunes? Let's see if we can fill it with prunes. Actually, first, let me try this.
It would do no good to fill it with that.
So, no. Hey, what is this again?
It's heavy-duty rust begone, sure to remove rust from almost anything.
Can we, like, combine these?
That's not rusted.
Guess not. Popcorn. Oh, okay. Should have tried that in the first place. Alright, let's go, cook popcorn, I guess? Even though it's already cooked?
Erika! No, that's not quite right.
Okay, it's not as simple as that.
No. No. No.
Let's just try everything real quick.
No. 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 No.
Okay, so it's nothing we have in our inventory. Eureka, Eureka. Is that a hint to go back to your inventing table? Oh, Maddie's suggesting the catapult range. That would actually make sense. Yeah, it's back there.
I can see the black dragon in the tournament grounds. Got to figure a way to stop it.
Well, if we can see the black dragon from here, we can definitely do something from here. So let's try your suggestion. Out of curiosity, what happens if I fail? Let me see before I try. And what percentage are we at? 93%. So there's definitely going to be more after this.
I didn't practice enough. Now I have to go back to the lake, the royal garden, and the mines to put all that junk together again. Or I could use this extra bomb I built during one of those long cut scenes.
Well, that's handy. See? Like I said, you can't lose. Whatever works.
Erika! Die, evil dragon! Bopped him in a jiffy. Oh, I better get back to the tournament to see how everyone is doing.
You dimwit! You wrecked another black dragon! That's it! I quit! Oh, quit your whining and build me a black dragon 3, magician. Oh yeah. I'll make you a black dragon, all right. Consider this my resignation!
Oh.
Whoa! That was a mistake. Give me back my scepter! Oh, your wish is my command, mighty Mervin. Join your scepter! I am the Inferno Incarnate! Nobody will stand between me and legal and binding ownership of this kingdom.
I order you to leave Camelot this instant.
You order me? You're not fit to order me lunch! Say, there's an idea. Lunch. I think I'll start with a shrimp.
What a jerk! You ate the king! You can't eat the king!
And a little cream puff for dessert. Now, to survey my new land before I scorch it black.
Still needs work. Well, now he's a tar with wings.
It's not fair! I go to all the trouble of creating the ultimate weapon, and the ungrateful contraption eats me!
Doesn't that figure? I said it was the final boss, and, well, you know how often final bosses have a second form. Okay, so give me a chance to try to figure this out on my own for a bit here. I want to be able to be the one to say that I finished the game. So what have we got in here?
The black dragon's draining mystical energy from the jewel. I doubt it would be able to fly without it.
Well, shears would be simple enough then.
Mervin's as stuck as the king and I. Etc., etc., etc.
That's gotta be a reference.
It looks to be an emergency starter. It's an indicator of how much energy the black dragon is draining from the mystic jewel. As if that annoying clicking sound didn't make it clear enough.
Speaking of clicking sounds...
King Allfire is just as stuck as I am, and he appears to be in a bit of a stupor. It seems to be some sort of control lever. Mervin's got a control lever that matches mine. I wonder what they're for. The black dragon is draining mist.
Okay, so let me just pull on this and see what happens.
Oh, nothing much is going to happen while the engines are still running. What do you think of the decor inside your new dragon, Mervin? Me, I think the slime's just a lovely shade of puce.
Very funny, foolish dragon. This will be no more than a minor setback once I get my hands on that scepter.
King Allfire? Can you hear me, sire?
Put me back in, Mick. I'm wearing him down, I can tell. Where are my trunks?
Now I
King must
know
have taken a knock to the royal noggin.
that's a reference. So can I, like, interact with this?
The only way to use it is just to look at it.
So that simplifies things. So if I just pull this...
Not too fast or it'll blow!
Oh, okay. So that controls the amount of power we're using. Okay, let me first try the obvious.
No, that's not safe.
Is there something I can... Can I look at the rope itself?
The black dragons draining mystical energy from the jewel.
Okay. So whatever the solution is, it's gotta be whatever we got in here. Let's try... Oh, I got it, I got it.
Hey, it sounds like the engine. Sort of.
Are you playing with that lever again? Stop it! You'll go blind. It's pointless for you to speed it up. I can simply slow it down. I don't understand. How could it stall?
Oh. Okay, so it's not as simple as that. We gotta do something else once it's stalling. So let me look through my inventory and try to get an idea of what I might use. Hair gel, pickaxe... I don't know, I suppose I could try various other things. I could try pulling the lever once while he's trying to start it again.
It's pointless for you to speed it up. I can simply slow it down. I don't understand. How could it stall?
Okay, not that. Maybe you can try the shears on the power cord while he's pulling at it.
It's point... I don't understand! How could it stall?
Yep.
Oh, that's just marvelous, lizard boy.
Huzzah!
The path to freedom lies ahead. Only something unpredictable and very heavy can stop me now.
I was wondering when he'd come back into play.
Mervyn, you utter fool! Fool? Oh, are you ungrateful, bloated cretin? I made you. You are where you are today, thanks to me. Then thanks for putting me up a tree, you cross-dressing pillock.
So hey, I figured it out.
What a stroke of luck, sire. Landing on top of the Royal Mattress Factory like we did.
Oh, I haven't felt this young in years. I think I have another 500 years of ruling in me. Let me ask you, Flicker, if you didn't really want to run the kingdom, why did you enter the tournament?
Well, sire, apart from the usual reasons of macho bravado and general stupidity, it was to save Princess Flame from having to marry against her will.
I see. Flicker, your actions over these past few days have shown you to be a lad of noble character, with a brave streak bordering on the suicidal. I think you would be the perfect suitor for my Flame.
Is that all I had to do to impress you? I would have done that years ago. It sure seems a long way back to the castle.
Yes, I don't remember it being this far.
Gotta pad out the credits.
Seems like we're standing on a treadmill.
Kind of.
I think I figured it out, Flicker. We're on a shortcut.
A shortcut?
Quite. Why, I bet the designers took a shortcut by looping this road in 20 frames.
That explains it. Can you believe the audacity of those guys?
Fourth wall breakage. Love it.
Yeah, Murray, it's me. Hold the phone real close, pal. I've got something real personal to tell you. You're fired! You stink! You're not an agent, you're a curse! I'll tell you what's the matter. It's this gig you got me. The one with the dragons and knights and crap. It's a dog, Murray. And this business with the computers and the interactive games is not the wave of the future, Buck Rogers. It's the wave that washes dead fish up on shore. It stinks worse than you do, and it's never going to catch on. All you do is walk around picking up enough stuff to fill a shopping cart. Oh, and get this, the bag they give you to put it all in is tiny. I mean, there you are, hefting around half a ton of useless crud that you probably couldn't lift with a damn crane. Suspend your disbelief if you will, folks. You break your back to find some toenail clippings that you're going to have to use later on with some belly button lint to make an atom bomb. Yeah. Oh, and get this. If there's some kind of problem that the programmers can't be bothered to deal with, they just say it has magical properties and move on to the next scene. Who writes this stuff, for Pete's sake? Oh, and then they go and cut half my lines to give more screen time to that Flicker kid, who, just between you and me, is lousy. I don't care, Murray. Now, why don't you start earning that 20% you're stealing from me and get me some TV work? Here's an idea. Team me up with some young lookers and we can go solve crimes. If it's Angels or something. Look, I've got to go before these spuds start working on a sequel. Huh? I don't care if my contract says I have to. Oh, I just won't show. What are they going to do, sue me? Oh, yeah, good point. So I'll be in the next one. But only if they get someone who at least graduated from high school to do the graphics. You work on it. Okay, baby, I'm out of here. If you want me, I'll be at 2 Bunch getting a soak in the mud. All right. Love to you, too.
Well then. Anything else? No, we're back to the title screen. Okay, I was told that I would want to be quiet during the credits. I wasn't really sure why, but now we know. That was definitely an interesting credit sequence. Anyway, that is the end of Blazing Dragons. Oh gosh, I had a lot of fun with this game. I said before that I had been waiting all year for a chance to play this game, and it's definitely been worth the wait. I had a lot of fun with this. I wish I could play more point-and-click adventures more often. Besides this, the only other point-and-click adventure games that I play for my channel are the Sam & Max Telltale series and Clock Tower. I completely forgot that I played Clock Tower. That was also kind of interesting. It's also a playthrough that I never got around to editing for YouTube. I'm gonna have to do that for some time. Maddie says the sequel was never meant to be, it seems. Well, at the very least, there was a cartoon, so there's that. Sometimes I'll have to watch the cartoon, especially now that I've finished the game. Don't have to worry about any references or spoilers. Like, I don't know if the game story was represented in the TV show, or if this story is completely separate, aside from kinda sort of being in that universe. Okay, so let me think here. I got a few extra notes here. A lot of fun. I am slightly annoyed that there were a few instances where dialogue was skipped, but honestly, I don't know if that's the problem with the game or something with the disc, because I got this game used. Not to mention it's 20 years old. Older than that, actually. Could just be the PlayStation itself as well, so who knows. I also like that the game got naughty on occasion. Like, it wasn't super vulgar, it was kind of cheeky. It also wasn't very full of it, it just happened every so often, enough to catch you by surprise and kind of fun when it happened. It kind of reminded me of some cartoons from the 90s, how some cartoons would, on occasion, try to sneak some naughtiness past the censors. It was kind of fun when that happened. I miss that kind of humor. Also, pretty nice that I finally got to play one of these hand-drawn point-and-click adventure games from the 90s. Where did the sound effects go? Anyway, I lost track of what I was about to say. What was I about to say? Oh yeah. Yeah, this is also one of the easier games from of this sort from the 90s. I've seen some of the other point-and-click adventures out there. I've seen how convoluted the puzzle solving is. And in fact, I have played a harder point-and-click adventure than this one. Not on camera. It's a game called Machinarium, where you play as a robot trying to rescue his robot girlfriend. That one is by far the hardest point-and-click adventure that I've played. That one definitely took some effort, but that one was fun too. Like I said, I really enjoy these sort of games. I wish I could play them more often. Another thing is the Chancellor. It was pointed out earlier in the adventure that villains in the 90s were so over-the-top, obvious villainy. That's another thing I kind of miss from the 90s. Well, these over-the-top villains were kind of fun. Glad to see that the Chancellor got his comeuppance. Kinda, sorta. Even though nobody really figured out that he was a villain. What else? Well, do you have any extra thoughts to add, Maddie? Oh, Dog to Dog, best character in the game. I thought Dog to Dog would be some sort of mean dog that we'd have to deal with, but no, he's just an innocent dog. You can't pet him, but it was kind of fun playing with him. Voice actors. Turns out, at least according to the credits, the voice actors we are already aware of were possibly the only ones, unless there were some other voice actors mentioned during the credits. I didn't really see any mention, though. So, no appearance of that one voice actor who was mentioned in the previous stream. Maddie says most of the puzzles weren't all that moon logic-y. Yeah, like I said, definitely an easier point-and-click adventure. I'd say kind of not necessarily entry-level, because back in the 90s there were these more educational point-and-click adventures for kids, like, I think one of them was Putt-Putt? There was also this one that my little sister played starring a bear. I can't remember what the games were called, though. I wonder if I can look it up real quick. No, Google isn't certain who I'm talking about. Oh well. Not super important. Maddie says, I'd have loved to see a sequel, if only because I think the designs of the dragons were neat. Yeah, the fact that they were dragon tars is definitely what drew my attention towards this game in the first place. I'm not entirely sure how I discovered this game, but that's what got my interest once I learned of it. Kind of a possibly strange reason to become interested in this game, but hey, it's probably one of the selling points for the game. I mean, why else would they have dragon tars as the characters? A shame they're not dragon tars in the cartoon. The characters were definitely fun. A lot of personality in this game. Jokes had me laughing. Voice acting was definitely pretty fun. Definitely have to wonder if some voice actors went uncredited. but we're just going to assume that the 4 voice actors listed were just that good. Because voice actors tend to be that good. This is going on a little tangent here, but I wouldn't mind seeing voice acting being a, revived... I don't know what the word I want to use is. A revived something. A revived art? Yeah, a revived art. Because nowadays it seems like a lot of movies and stuff rely on celebrities for their voice cast, rather than just famous voice actors. Like, look at that Super Mario movie. What the heck? Anyway, I think that's it. I don't have anything else to say, although watch it. There's always that one thing that I realized after the stream that I should have said. I'll remember it at some point, I'm sure. Otherwise, we are done for today. And kind of an early into the stream, I'm not yet ready for my next game. I know what game it'll be, and it's going to be a bit of a tone change from this game. I'm going to be playing a horror game for the Game Boy. Of particular interest is that the Game Boy game released in 2019. It is only 2 years old. It is an indie game that released on the actual Game Boy. So look forward to that when I start that up Wednesday. Maddie says it'd be nice for voice acting work to get more notice. It's to the point that the advice some of them give for getting into voice acting is wait until Jim Cummings retires. Yeah, that's who it was that was mentioned before. That some of the characters sounded like somebody Jim Cummings voiced. He wasn't mentioned in the credits, though, as far as I could tell. He is a pretty good example of a really good voice actor. We need more voice actors like that in the industry. Okay, I think that's it. Yep, I don't have anything else to say, so before we drag this on with more potential awkward silence of thinking of things to say, I'll just go ahead and end this. If you've enjoyed today's stream, feel free to give me a follow. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.